Let me just, I'm trying to record it, but my laptop memory. Okay. All right, guys. So yes, but why do I have so my? Okay, let me get off. Let me download this one. Lecture free. Lecture two is already been downloaded. Okay. Wait, I want to close my Chrome and see if I can save some space on my thingy because the space is too small. Wow, less than 1 gig on my hard disk is bad. Okay, so but that's not your business. Let's see how this goes. Let's see. I'm recording. I hope my laptop doesn't close. So if you can see the screen that I'm sharing, the problem is with this part of the code. Okay, all of you seem to do number percentage sign two, in fact, number modulus 2 equal to 2. I don't know how many of you even know that this actually is modulus. I don't even know if you just copy it from somewhere, but the thing is that you got to be careful. If you are doing a course like engineering surveying or survey adjustment and the lecturer says go and write a program, that's different. When the course itself is programming, you don't have to copy it. You score 0. It means you don't understand the course. Now, who is supposed to calculate the modulus for you? You see, because when we learned how to solve problems algorithmically or to write computer programs, we shouldn't refer to other transforming, are you okay, data or function, if you like. In other words, when you write a program, you write it in such a way that an algorithm, you write it in such a way that you don't have to refer. Everything you say, they ask you to do, find the sign of this number. Then you also go and write, okay, just find the sign. Like you haven't done anything. You need to go behind the scene and then show us how, the sign function, you will create the function yourself. Are you okay? Because this one is just cheap, it tells you that you just they saw it to be so simple, which is okay. Yeah, to see that the question I'm asking is, but normally at the university level, nobody asks you very, very simple questions. It doesn't always happen. Okay. Sometimes they are simple because they just be nice. But remember, university is the highest level of learning. Are you okay? So this thing that all of you are copying, number modulus 2 equals 0. I won't ask you whether you understand it. I won't, because like I said, the lights are off over here. Excuse me. When you look at the pseudocode or the algorithm, so step 1. In class, I put step 1. People are putting 1 dot. You see, aswadi. Do you understand? Tree in tree. Aswadi means what? In English, I don't know how you say it in English. Being stubborn, but you see, the English word sounds harsh. That's not what you were told you to be writing 1 dot. Steps. So you do the steps for me. Okay, but it's okay. 1, 2, but really, if we're doing steps, that would be like, we are being taught. So don't start taking shortcuts. Okay. Excuse me. Then straight, you get an input and you say, if the modulus is 0. Okay, so I think I should ask you, it's only fair. What is the modulus? A number with modulus 2. So like n mod 2. What is that? Anybody? Bright, David, Roberts. What is n mod 2? Where mod is the modulus? Which is what you have sent to me. So if you are lying about what you sent, excuse me, then it's going to be a problem. Yes. What is n mod 2? Which is what you are writing as n 2. Okay, you send this to me. So if you are lying, I'm going to give you 0. for lying to me. Lies, and I hate lies. So please, it's better you just don't do
Sir,
this.
yes, sir, please, the modulo 2 refers to the chart, the diagram, or the chart.
David, I'm asking you what is modulus 2, a number modulus 2. What does it mean? So I'm not asking you where is it. So when you ask questions, please don't do the political thing. Don't answer questions like a politician would do. Are you okay? Will you fix our road for us? I can assure you that no, they start. No, that's not the thing. Yeah, we will fix it on 27th December. That is how your answer should be as an engineering student. Are you okay? So please answer the question and don't give me it's on the diagram. What is N mod 2? This is engineering class. It's like math class. Engineering is all like math. Please, you sent to me this expression. I'm asking you, or I put it to you that you don't understand it. So prove to me that you do understand even what you put in there. So that's what I want an answer from the class. What is N mod 2? What is N? This one here. I'm waiting for you, class. Okay, because you gone quiet, it could also mean that your
Yeah.
network. Yes.
Sir, so it means that the n modulo 2, which is equal to 0, means that the loop is true. Then the like in the chart, when the value of n is a number, that is when it is divided by 2, it equates to
No,
0.
no,
So
no,
it
no,
means
no, 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 no. So that is not correct. And so that is why you have to be careful what you copy. It's good to copy, especially these days we do a lot of online teaching, but you have to be careful what you are copying. Okay. I'm recording this. I don't know. Maybe I won't put it on YouTube, but normally I put my lessons on YouTube. You see, number percentage 2 equal to 0. Okay, let me tell you what it actually means. It means the number, okay, if you divide it by 2, would you have a remainder of 0? That's what this means. So you are not, yes, I heard you say yes, divided by, I think you said something like that. Dave, is that what you said?
yes,
You had
yes,
me say,
that's what I said.
you say, it's true. You said that. Maybe I don't know why it was sounding different in my ears. I think he said something like that. Yes, so then in that case, you understand what it is. But really, you don't kind of put it in like that. It's a summary. Are you with me? You can break it down. You don't have to just say divide a number by 2. Who's supposed to do the division for you? You are writing the program. So you're supposed to start from basic principles and then let the computer, work. You don't tell the computer, someone has to build a computer for us to use it. That's why I want you to be aware of. Someone has to write a program for someone to use. So if the person who is writing is also assuming that someone has already written, okay, which is the way things are done these days. Everything is cooked. Are you with me? You can check your temperature with your phone. You can check your blood pressure with your phone. Like you can check after blood pressure, you can't get it right. But your pulse, you can almost get it with your phone. That's the kind of world we are in now. In fact, even programming, today we'll talk about the new paradigm, okay, the new way of programming. And you see that no wonder you write a code like this because it hides a lot of things. Are you okay? But really, if you want to look at an even number or an odd number, there's something common to every even or odd number. So 3 is an odd number. So is 139 an odd number. Are you okay? But there's something, yes, if you divide them by 2, that is where you have that's what's common with them. Is that not so? Okay. But how do you let the computer work from the basic principles? So normally, you don't assume, for example, if I ask you to write a program to solve a traverse calculation, then you'll be telling me that compute the forward bearing. That's going to be one step, which is wrong. Who's going to compute that for you? You need to do a subtraction between, are you okay, or do an addition between back bearing and add included angle. So you need to look at the basic principles, guys, when you are asked to solve a problem. So in this case, you need to figure out, how do I determine the remainder after I've actually, how do I do without, when you do 3 divided by 2, okay, you get 1.5, okay, and you want a remainder, which is actually what, 0, okay. So what was my original value? 3 minus, does it really make sense? How do you really find out 3 divided by 2? 3 goes into 3 one times, are you okay? And then what's the remainder? How do you do that? That was your task. That was what you're supposed to do. Okay, so the 1.5 is not intuitive, but we can also say that 3 minus 2, okay, 3 minus, so 1.5.
And
Does that
in this
also make
case,
sense?
we get a remainder 1.
Say it again.
We'll get a remainder of 1.
How do you get a remainder of 1?
When we subtract the 2 from the 3.
No, we're not really subtracting 2 from 3. The theory is that 3 divided by 2, isn't it? How many times does 2 go into 3? Is that not so?
Yes, it goes once. Say.
So it should be something like this: 2 times n, right? How many times does
Yes.
it do it, isn't it? And then the difference should be what? It shouldn't
1.
it should be 0 for even number, isn't it?
Yes, yes, yes.
And then 1 for odd number. So if you deal with whole numbers, then it should be 1 for odd numbers. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So what it means is that if n is equal to 1, okay, then we'll have a solution for the number 3. So programming we make use of algebra in programming. You do a lot of algebraic stuff. When you write the equation, if you're lucky, you have the modulus. What if you don't have the modulus? What do? You are stuck. You go and call the person who asked you to write the program that I can't find modulus in the actual, you write programs with programs. Are you with me? So the development environment, Visual Basic doesn't have modulus. So I can't write a program or what? So you got to find a way to do it. And sometimes you need to go beyond the modulus itself. Well, but if you can manipulate it, the thing is, as long as you get a solution. So your answers are correct, but they are too straightforward. They assume, your answers assume that, well, the question is so simple that nobody, and because you're copying yourselves, nobody made an attempt to try to solve it a different way. You are all having the same solution, which is also something that happens in programming. You're not supposed to have the same solution. All right. So if you have a number like 139 minus 2 times n, okay, then you're supposed to get a remainder. Okay, after you've actually run the n from 0 to a certain figure, you will now end up with r equal to 1 or r equal to 0. And if r is equal to 1, then as we said, then you have odd. And if r equal to 0, then you have even. Okay, so we start with n equal to 0, you get 2 times 0, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 6, 2, 4, 8, 2, 5, 10, 2, 2, 6, 12. You get that? We're going to go all the way till we get to 2 times a certain number that will give us 138. Then what is that number? So more or less like 138 divided by 2. What is that? I don't know. I'm not good at dividing things like this. But it's supposed to be very easy. Yeah. You can
You
divide
said
this without say again.
69.
To 9 exactly. Yeah, so yeah, 2 goes into 150 times, 2 goes into 38, 19 times. Is it? Yeah. So that's how you do this without calculator. 2 goes into 150 times, 2 goes into 138. You know, so it's like 100 plus 38 divided by 2, that's 100 over 2 plus 38 over 2. This is how you do a division like this without a calculator. So in the exam, calculator can waste your time. So you can actually look at it and just calculate it. Are you okay? But the point being made is that programming involves algebra. Why are we writing this? It means we can create our own modulus, function or modulus program. That is the idea of programming. The programmer shouldn't be looking at always an easy and a lazy way to solve a problem, because problems don't come, you just don't solve a problem. Like all of us be millionaires, because real programmers who are very good, they are rich, have money, they develop apps, and then they just I hear every day you can make like a lot of money. Can you imagine? I see somewhere $100,000 a day. I was like, are you kidding me? But that's true. Trust me, people are that rich. But the thing about money is that you can get a lot of money and still not be a happy person. That's another thing. We can talk about that later. So the formula is here. You take a number R. So look at this one up here. Let me draw a circle on it. This is the formula. All right, but in this formula, you take a number, okay, and then you subtract 2 times. In fact, this is supposed to be called I. Are you okay? So this is supposed to be N minus 2I equal to R. Are you okay? Then you are iterating through the I. You are increasing the value of I from 0 to a certain number such that R is equal to 1 or 0. So you keep checking. So that is the kind of algorithm you are supposed to be writing or drawing. So now we've understood the problem. It's time for us to now plan the logic. So you see that that's the 2 steps in programming. I finished teaching you information science and programming. We talk about programming, then we talk about how to use Excel, AutoCAD, and then that's it. Information science is not supposed to be that difficult in terms of, from my point of view. Okay, not from a student's point of view. Student will always say it's not easy. But the point being made is this: now that we've understood it, then we can now go to the steps. So step 1, we need to get a number. Get a number. Sorry, my handwriting. So the number is N. Step 2. So guys, let's do it together. Step 2. What do we do? Set I equal to 0. Right. Step 3. What would you do? Step 3. remember that we have an idea, the formula. We need to, excuse me, subtract 2 times I. Okay, so 2. In programming, you don't say you don't write 2 times I, you write 2 star I. That means 2 times I. Please put in your hand, and this is asterisk. All right. So I is equal to 0, isn't it? So we evaluate the value of the number we just got minus this, and then we set it. Okay, so we do this assignment in what we call assignments in programming. You need to learn it very early. That we assignments are from right hand to the left hand side. So we can just do 2. Okay, the number minus 2 star I. So the number could be 2. So 2 minus 2 times 0 is equal to, are you okay? R. Okay. All right. So we go to step 4. Now my light is flickering. So very soon I'll just go off the video. Is that okay? And I'll just do audio. It means you want to go off. I don't know how long this light is going to be off, but I really need the lights tonight of all nights. Okay, so with this, we know R, so we can do a test, okay? And what's the test? What is the value of R? Is R equal to, so if R is equal to 0, or, so here we are doing what we call the logical operation. So we have to learn certain things early. Logic is always with us. We all have to understand some logic. Or R equal to 1. If this condition is true, it means that we've actually determined whether the value that we've been given, n, is even or odd. So we need to go to a certain step down there. So we're just going to go like, go to step, but I won't write the step number. Okay, then 5. So when you are doing an flowchart like this, you can leave some spaces. You don't have to put the step numbers. Later you can put them in. So we go down, okay, and do something. But for now, what if it's not true? So we can say else we go to the next step. Or what do we do? Else we can go to the next step and do whatever we want to do over there. But what we want to do is I want to increment I. So I want to do I equal to I plus 1 to increment it in step 5. Can do that. So go to some mosquitoes here. Step 5. So I was 0, so now it will be what? 1. Is that not so? Okay. All right. So step 6. Now that we've incremented it, what should we do? I think we should now go and do the calculation again, isn't it? So go to step. So we go back up. Step 3. Okay. Excuse me. I have a dry throat. Go to step 3. Anytime we increment I, go to step 3. Okay. So step 6. So step 3, what's going to happen? It's going to go to I. So in that case, we have a number like a number like 5. Okay. So I equal to 0 will not work. N will be 5. 5 minus 0 is 5. I equal to 1. 2 minus 5 is 3. Okay. I equal to 3. So this meeting will end in 10 minutes. When it ends, let's use the same link. Hopefully my battery is not there. We can continue. When I equal to 3, 2 times 3 is 6. So, oh no, then we've gone beyond it. Not when I equal to 2, 2 times 2 is 4. So 5 minus 4 is 1. So we have odd number. So 5. So let me, please, if you can hear me, are you understanding what I'm doing or you don't? If you don't, you can just put up your hand. See, makes sense. So we go and do that. Okay, we go up here and let's pick a number like 9. It means when we go up, it still won't be, this condition will not be met. Then we go to step 5 and increase I. Then we go to step 3. So we're kind of repeating and checking. So conditional and a repetition going on. Then if it passes, we go to step 6. So now we know the step that we are going to. So at step 4, we know exactly that where to go to. We go to step 6.